Alright, I'm going to do a different video that's a lot different from the ones I normally do. We are going to do a health video, and we're going to talk about smoking versus smokeless tobacco, and compare and contrast the health risks. Now, let's look at it this way. Which is more dangerous? These or this? Now, a lot of people seem to think, I was a smoker for 10 years, now I vape. and every so often I get in a debate with a guy who dipped or chewed or whatever, and about which was more harmful. And we would, tease each other about it and all that stuff. Or like, oh no, you can get all types of cancer, like lung cancer. There's no risk of lung cancer when you dip or chew or whatever. I'm like, but there's a risk of oral cancer. And oral cancer, my friends, is very nasty. So, again, let me let me speak about why I think that this is more dangerous than these. Right? Okay, first off, what's at the end of most cigarettes? A filter. And it filters out a lot of the harmful chemicals. And these are slow burning cigarettes, right? They can take a long time to get burnt to the filter. However, when I was a smoker, I would smoke Marlboro Reds and Newport Menthols. And what happened is that those would take about, I guess 5 minutes at most to burn, but if that long, it'd only take half that time. It took about, a few minutes. But anyway, let's assume that, you smoke for a cigarette. It takes 5 minutes to smoke a cigarette. That is, and you smoke a pack a day, which is 20 cigarettes. That is roughly an hour and a half worth of exposure to this stuff. However, if you dip, some people I know will hold it in for a long time, like hour after hour after hour, and it's not a vapor or like smoking is. It's so much more concentrated, so you get more exposure, bigger concentration, and all that stuff. And not only that, because when you smoke, when it gets to the filter, you're done. It tells you you're done. With dip or chew, you don't have any real set limit. I know one guy who claims to have held dip in for like 12 hours. And, one time. And, there's a whole lot of problems that come with dipping. And, a lot of athletes do it. I don't. It's considered trendy among athletes, but it's still very deadly. And, see, that being said, e-cigarettes have probably saved millions of lives already. It's probably saved mine. But e-cigarettes are a subject for another video. Let's stick to smoking versus smokeless tobacco. And what I've noticed is that, I've heard stories of smokers, of tobacco users in general, dying young. And so far, I haven't read a story of a cigarette smoker dying before they turned 30. There are a few people who have gotten cancer from smokeless tobacco well before they turned 30. Two of them weren't even 20. Yeah, you can look up Sean Marcy and the other guy who survived. Sean did not survive, but this other guy did. I can't pronounce his name. But anyway, it may be uncommon, but it is no isolated incident. It's happened several times before. I mean, there was one guy was like 28 when he died. I heard about a guy who was 29 and he just barely survived throat cancer. He had to get cut up, chemotherapy, and all that crap. But he's still alive. And so you see, it's kind of like, you know, again, it comes back to the fact that this is a lot more concentrated than these, because when you smoke, you're like this. It's a gas, and there are three types of matter. Three: gas, solid, and liquid. And smoking is a gas. It's a vapor. It's smoke. And this is solid that liquefies. A solid that liquefies, and you can hold it in there for as long as you want to. There's no time limit or anything like that. And as such, you get way more. You generally get a lot more exposure. Sure, there's not a risk of lung cancer, but you know, oral cancer, throat cancer, high blood pressure. You get all the carcinogens with this. And there's a single can of this has the nicotine equivalent of about 30 to 40 cigarettes, according to one doctor. Anyway, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed my video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'd appreciate it if you'd leave a donation. See you all next time.